Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin, and today we're going to be talking about how to make MT. If you guys don't know, I spent 7 million MT on this Lebron, and the question then comes, how did you make 7 million MT? Where did that money come from? Now, obviously, I didn't have 7 million to start. I started with around 3.5. But that MT, when I started opening stuff, I was finding little things here and there to sell. So you're probably also wondering, where did those little things come from? Because I didn't really pull anything crazy except one pull. Everything else did not sell for a lot. And then the other aspect of it is, where did the 3.5 come from? So I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know about where there's money hiding, because I'm Mr. Moneymaker. I'm going to tell you guys all the tips and tricks you could possibly need and want. So the thing we always talk about are badges, right? We always talk about badges, taking badge option packs and picking the badges that go for the most. There's always badges that go for a lot, but now badges have dropped tremendously in prices ever since we started talking about that. These used to make me literally at least 100k a day, 200k a day, easily, maybe more, just from paying attention to which badges go for a lot. I always had a lot of them just hanging out, but all their prices are definitely down. So does that mean that the methods are all gone? Is there no other way to make FT? And that is not true at all. So let's start looking. Look right here. You guys will see random things you've never even heard of in here. Look at this jersey, 8.4k. Look at the things on top of it. These are shoes. There's a shoe that sold for 10,000 MT, a diamond shoe. No one sells diamond shoes. Look, so I want to say this. Once you guys start realizing what I'm selling, obviously all the prices are going to go down a little bit. Obviously, that's just a matter of fact. That's why badges went down. But be patient. You don't have to sell things as fast as possible. People are going to undercut you. I'm sorry, I've been really sick the past week. That explains why I haven't been streaming. I've really lost my voice. It actually hurts me so much to talk, but I really needed to make this video for you guys. But you guys can take a look. This is different times, different parts of the day, literally different things selling, right? You can see another shoe, that same Nike shoe, 8k this time. And you're just gonna have to figure it out when and where. Like, be patient. Some shoes, diamond shoes, go for a lot as long as you're patient. Sometimes if I see them up for cheap, I like buy them and then I sell them later. I'm just showing you guys like over and over again. Another shoe for 3.5, a jersey for 5k, little things here and there. And as long as you're constantly selling things, you'll constantly be making money. You gotta realize there's a lot of things in your collection you probably don't use or need that you could sell for a decent amount of money. So right here you see these are just players right after the top, right? Some players, like I sold like excess players or whatnot, and then you still see my badges still making me money. You can see the badges like literally coming through right here. So I still sell my badges. I'm not saying don't. You need to mix it up. That's the way you're gonna keep making money. Don't hoard anything for too long, right? And then you see the shoes start popping up down the bottom. And look, no one knows that diamond shoes are selling for these prices. Some of them not so much, but you'll see. Like I sold a pair of Lebron 15s, 5k, or no, that's the Coach. Okay, I was confused. Coaches sell for a good price too. Don't forget about it. And then a jersey, you see this jersey, 7.5k. Those pair of Adidas, 5k. You think people are selling Adidas for 5k? And even my Pumas made me 2.6 a piece. That's easy money. Every single penny counts. They add up really fast. So let's begin with the shoes. That's what we're gonna begin with. So obviously bronze, silver, and golds do not sell for anything. 2k, we've been asking for this for a million years. I should be able to like pick all of these and sell them at once, because these have nothing better to do than to sell for 75. Literally nothing better to do. There's no reason anyone should be selling these shoes for anything more than 75. It just sucks. It would take you forever to quick sell all of these. That goes the same for the silvers. That goes the same for the bronze. They've also lowered the price on the quick sells. They used to quick sell for more. So 2K's been stingy, and the fact that we have millions and millions of pages, I don't know when I'm gonna sit here and quick sell all these pages. There's literally zero way, and they did that so we don't make just extra money just by doing this. So it kind of sucks. But the diamond shoes are where it's at. So some diamond shoes are unsellable, like these. These are the ones that you get for repping up, little things of that nature. So you got to look for other shoes. So what you could do is look by brand. So when a player drops, like right now, LeBron is out, right? LeBron is out. LeBron shoes were up a little bit. I was always checking that when he was out. Obviously, it's hard to get LeBron, but definitely check out his shoes. There's shoes that constantly go for a lot, so don't always just look for like specifics. I always go for colorful shoes. Like those pink shoes always sell for a good amount, right? Those were the ones that were selling for 10 to 8k. These Pumas, not so much. Wait till a Puma athlete drops, then we throw those up. But those Asia ones, those are pink shoes that tend to go for a good amount. Also, you gotta look at shoes like Jordan. Jordan has some nice shoes that go for a lot. I'm not gonna be able to tell you guys exactly which ones, because then that ruins my method a lot. But I'm telling you guys, colorful shoes tend to sell for a lot more than non-colorful shoes. So if you have red shoes, those Adidas ones were red also, but they were different ones. But definitely take a look at what colors you have. If you have colorful shoes, they tend to go for a little bit more. If you have like kind of hype beast Jordans, those kind of go for a lot as well. I'm saving these Jordan Lucas, even though they're nice. I'm saving these till a Luka drops. I expect them to go up a little bit. People are gonna want to put those shoes on. You might have like just regular shoes like these foam posits. You tend to sell for a decent amount as well. I'm just talking about the shoes to start. I don't know, like just hey, even if it's 2K, 3K, that's not bad. You can be a bit more patient, but once you start knowing which shoes sell for a good amount, but by you doing your own research, your own math, and little things of that nature, guess what? Now whenever you get an option pack, right, an option pack for a shoe, you know exactly what to take. The same way I try to tell you guys what option packs to take from the badge packs, now I know exactly what I should be looking for whenever I open a shoe option pack. And now when it comes to your franchises stuff, right, what should you be selling? So obviously some of this stuff goes for a decent amount. I'm not gonna sit here and say like these will sell for a lot, but some of these go for a lot, especially the big teams like the Lakers. You got the Bulls, you got some teams out there that people want, because the reason is, if you take a look, this lock in for the logo when they shoot a green, right? So if I hit a green, my Bulls logo will pop up, my Laker logo will pop up. No one really cares about some teams out there. Like, you're not gonna see anyone really putting up the Nets logo when they shoot. That's why these cards will never really be going for a lot. But once you look at a team like the Lakers, you're gonna see some of their stuff sells for a little bit more than the other ones. Now those are not even the expensive jerseys. The more expensive ones are the historic. These are the ones that I've been selling for literally 5K, 4K, sometimes 8 to 10K. You can make so much money, and it's the same thing. Look for, these don't lock in, they don't. But look at like historic stuff. Look at what goes crazy, right? What do people like Grizzlies and whatnot. The good thing about these is people don't sell these. So like this one, no one's selling it. So I could throw it up and hopefully it sells for a lot. There's people out there that want their collections completed. They hate that this says 0 for 7. They hate that this says that and that. But like, literally, you can sell like a Grizzlies jersey like this, 4K easy. These are so easy to sell. You probably don't have a lot of them, but just know they sell. They sell. Like, whatever you see that there's none up, we'll take a look at some more. But even, it doesn't matter what they are. This is a silver one. You can still make some good money off of that. So I'm just putting you guys on. I've literally sold one of these. There was none up. I think I put it up for 5 or 10K and it sold instantly. This playbook sells pretty solidly. It sells pretty well as well. Even no matter what it is, just pay attention, look around. You will see what's going on. Like, this jersey sells for a good amount. This one I sold like instantly for like 8K, I believe. Something like that. Just, hey, I'll tell you guys how to get historic jerseys as well. Some people don't even know. So one of the main methods that you can make a lot of MT that people don't realize is domination, right? The first 2 dobs, you're guaranteed like 300K. You're making the 200 just normally, and then the badges and stuff like that, those add up. But in the final one, right, in the top tier one, what you get is you get a historic franchise option pack. What you guys don't realize is these historic franchise option packs actually give you a lot of great stuff. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about right now. So here we go, opening our 76ers one, for example. It's gonna give us one of those things. So I'm looking for something that maybe I already know, like those jerseys. I've sold those jerseys before. Definitely the white or black will go for a lot more. So it depends what I'm looking for. So I can just decide between these two. I don't think you could go wrong with either. The black seems more iconic, so we'll take the black ones, and then we'll see if we made a good decision right there. So someone might be like, yo, I'm not playing that last domination, but what you're not realizing is I could probably sell this jersey for 10K easily. Like, easily. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'll easily sell that. I might even be able to get some more. So let's throw it up for 12, see what happens. We'll do that. I put some other jerseys in here as well. We got a Grizzlies jersey that I had that didn't sell. It happens. Sometimes things don't sell. I probably had it for like 8K or something. It didn't sell. Now I could put it for 4, and then hopefully it sells, because I want the MT. I'm not in a rush though. Like, if it's ever way too cheap, I won't sell it. So this one, the cheapest is 7.7. You're gonna undercut. It's just a matter of the game. So don't worry if other people undercut you. You can always sell yours for your price. You just gotta be a little bit more patient. It sucks, I know it does. Pistons jersey. Let's see how much this goes for. 6.5. Hey, if I can get lucky, it'll sell for 6. Maybe I have to drop it next time and put it for 5.5. Whatever the case is, my goal is trying to sell my jerseys. Timberwolves. 7.5. Let's see if we can make some money off of ours. So now you guys know badges, now you guys know shoes, now you guys know historic and regular franchise. There's more. Trust me, there's more, right? Takeovers are really cheap nowadays. So you have options. You can try to sell some of your takeovers. They're gonna get you maybe 3 to 4K each. Like Chef right now is pretty low, but sometimes you'll be able to snipe some like 3.2. If I could buy that one for 3.2. If there's none other up, there's a lot up for 3.2. So I'm not gonna sit here and buy all to sell for 4K. But for example, if there was like 2 up for 3 and the next was 5, I would buy them, sell them for 5 or 4 or whatever. I would do that. There's other ones that go for a good amount. So see if you have a lot. Savant right here, you guys can take a look. We're gonna see the 4.4 is the cheapest, 3.9, 3.3. So if I want, I have 6 of these, right? I literally have 6 of these. They're going, the cheapest is like 3.3, so that means I have 4. Sorry, I could sell these for 3K each. I have 2 of these, so that's why I said 6. I could sell these for 3K each if I wanted to. You have other ones that sell for a good amount, like the triple threat. Any ones that have this logo on them are definitely selling for at least 3 plus, at least, depending on the time or day. It might be a little bit more. I see this one right now, the cheapest I see up is 4, and now I see a 3.9. So maybe I could get a little bit more for this triple threat one. So if I really need MT right now, which I might sell it for a little bit more than that. You feel me? Same with the 3-point architect. Even the 3 and D isn't the worst. It definitely sells for a decent amount. We're seeing here it's like 2.5 right now. I saw 2.8. So I could sell it for a little bit less than that to undercut. You can try the glass gunners. Once again, it depends on the time and day. Sometimes they'll be really, really cheap. Sometimes they'll be a little bit more expensive. But everything has value. Everything. Just remember that. There's nothing that doesn't. That includes coaches. If you have Ruby coaches, some of these make me my most money. Look at this. Like, literally, look at this. There's one up for 12K. And the next cheapest is 26. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this. I don't have 12K. I was going to say I'm going to buy the 12K one, and then I'm going to try to sell somewhere around the 26K mark and hope it sells. So what I'm actually going to do is I should have money in here. All right, cool. We do. We always have money somewhere looming, right? There's money somewhere looming at the end of the day. So we take those. Now I can go buy that coach that I wanted and try my method. Now, maybe I sell it for 20K. But remember, if I do sell it for 20, that's a great come up because I bought the other one for 12, right? So I'm gonna send this one to my auctions 100%, and then I go ahead and buy this one for 12.2, so I can make a little bit of money off that. I know it's gonna take me 30 minutes to get it back, but remember, the next cheapest was 26. So now whenever someone comes to look, they're gonna look for something cheaper than that, right? They're gonna look for something cheaper. So I'm gonna give them something cheaper. I'm gonna throw this one up for 22. Remember, I bought the other one for 12. So my goal is for this one to sell. If I wouldn't have done that, I would have had to put this one up for 10K or something like that. So I put this one up for 22, and then when the other one comes back, hopefully this one would have sold by then. Now, you should always try to sell everything you have, even if they're emeralds. I know emeralds don't go for a lot. They don't. Sometimes they're like 900. Sometimes they're little things. As long as after tax, you make more than 475. So the way, like if you sell for 600, you're making more than 475. Remember that. So there's no reason you should be quick selling. I'm cool with 950. I'm cool with 1,000. Whatever it takes, whatever it is to sell some of these cards, it's okay as long as I can get some money back. There's none up. If there's never a series 1 up, try to put it up for 5K if it's a team that you know doesn't sell well because they have other rubies. If it's a team that doesn't have rubies, you can probably put them up for 8 to 10K, and you might have a chance when it comes to series 1s. All right, you might have a chance. Otherwise, you're either undercutting. If I feel like a card is gonna sell for way too cheap, I wait. I just keep it in my auction slots. I do have a lot of auction slots because I am a high rep. You might not have as many as me, but sometimes, like, as you work your way up, you'll get more and more. The thing that really made me a lot of money is whenever I get every gold badge, silver badge, bronze badge on my way up. That stuff adds up really, really fast because you're able to sell those at different levels. You get every takeover, as you guys saw as well. I do my exhibitions daily. I do, just because you might, like, one day, just exhibitions alone, you're making like 1 to 2K, 3K, whatever it is. Sometimes you'll get a little luckier. Sometimes you'll get a badge. Sometimes you'll get a takeover. You never know. That also tells me to always do your daily challenges. They're super easy. This is 5k guaranteed for knocking out these 3 things. I've been doing them every day on my other account just because why not? It's an easy 5,000 MT. And even basketballs sometimes sell for a good amount. So if you have like camo balls, these quick sell for 1. But if I take a look, bro, 4.5k, I can sell this for 4k, you're saying? I don't actually lock in my basketballs. I always check. Some of these sell for a decent amount. You just gotta look at them, see. So these you get from, I'm pretty sure I got these from Domination if I'm not mistaken. Do I want to lock in for a logo ball? I don't care, right? I don't care. So sometimes I'll take a look. Someone else will buy them. So if I sell all my basketballs, I have 30 of them, and they sell for 2 to 3k each, possibly. That's a lot of money. Think about it. That's a lot of money right there. That's just sitting here that no one knows about. And that's like, this one's 250. Wow, the Suns balls are cheap. So I would have bought it if it was the only one up for that price, but there's multiple, as you guys are see it. So I avoid it, and obviously I should have avoided anyway. Let's also not forget our prize balls. So some of them have some money in them, so make sure you guys are using these while you play. It might not be a lot, but it's better than having to quick sell, right? You're better off getting the 1,500, the 1,000, whatever it's gonna give you for just opening them. Go back to coaches. I think some like sapphires go for a decent amount. Emeralds, you're probably not making enough. Like, you're probably better off quick selling. I'm just letting you guys know, probably better off quick selling, unless there's a certain time of the day you might get lucky. Amis are huge. Amis sell for so much. If you get an Ami coach, that's so much money. Definitely you might have one, you don't even know it. Definitely I would recommend selling those as well. And then the last thing that you should always realize are game changers. There's so many multipliers for game changers. If you're playing Domination, there's no reason you shouldn't be using a double multiplier. Same for pretty much any mode if you have them. If you're not, you're only allowed 1 game changer per game. So if you're not going to be using anything else, you might as well use your MT one, so you can make a little bit more money after every single game. All that stuff adds up really, really fast. So that's pretty much it, just off the basic stuff that people probably don't realize or know. Let me know if there's any of those that you have been making money off of. Put it in the comments. If you didn't know something sells, like you don't sell your diamond shoes, let us know also. I like to know what you guys are on, what you guys are up to. I wish golds and stuff were easier to sell. Like, I wish I could sell a whole page and not have to click. Like, it's so bad, 2K. You added that feature for players, right? You added that feature for players, so I could literally go in here for any player and be able to click on multiple. Why can't I do that for the other stuff? Like, it makes no sense. I'm able to do that here, like, clearly, and then I'm able to lock them in. Why can't I do that and then quick sell? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. If you have players that you could lock in, you make 10k per every 100, probably not that worth it realistically at the end of the day. But last but not least, we'll talk about wild gems, because they do tend to sell for a lot, right? So if you pay attention to certain things when it comes to the exchange, you can definitely make a lot of money. So here we go, season 2 wild gems. So you can see here, wild gem Lakers are up right now. I have a couple just randomly in here, so I could check their prices. You're gonna see they're gonna go for a lot just because they're Lakers and they go towards Ingram. You're gonna do the same for Raptors. You see D Brown going for a good amount probably. And then I can look at the Pelicans. I have a Pelican. Those will all go for a good amount. And then he needs a pink diamonds, which is going to be expensive in its own right. He actually needs more teams. I could see that. I could see that. Or no, he needs 20 of those. Does he need 30 Lakers? 25 Lakers. Whoa. That's crazy. That's a really weird mix. You can see the same for Karolinko, where he needed Jazz. So if you had some, they definitely sold for a little bit more than normal. Same for these. Like, those are things you can pay attention to. You could definitely try to buy certain things here and there to try to make some money. Like, if I have any Hornets, I do have 1 Hornet. Is people gonna lock it for Bridges? Who knows? They might. You could definitely try the best to, like, maybe sell some of these cards and try to get them from elsewhere. Like, there's challenges in here in your season 2 for wild gems anyway. So if you knock these out, you have free ones that you could throw in and then sell the ones that you have sellable that you maybe got from buying them throughout the week, because they're usually really cheap. Like, if I would have bought the right teams yesterday for Mr. Ingram, I could have made a lot of money. Like, we're talking about millions realistically if you invest right. So that's all up to you. But yeah, definitely utilize your auction house, utilize slots as best as you can. There's no reason not to. Whatever it is, there's so much places you can make money. I hate when people say, oh, how do you make so much MT? There's no way to make MT. Like, I'm like, bro, there's so much ways to make MT. If you just play regular breakout, you're getting badges, you're getting shoes, you're getting all these things just from playing the game. I definitely always recommend the option pack for the badges, but I wouldn't like recommend any of the other stuff. But yeah, people are always like mesmerized that I'm making so much money off breakout when there's so many ways to do it. There's so many great things on here. There's so many great things. Even just like the spinners and stuff, you're gonna get your shoes, your badges, your takeovers. If you sell every little thing you get, you're gonna find yourself a millionaire in no time. You're gonna see so many things in your collection you guys probably have zero idea about. So hopefully this video puts you guys on. Make sure your auctions are always flowing. I know you probably don't have 70 slots, but if you have 40, if you have 30, even if you have 20, keep them flowing 24/7. I have 70, so I try my best to keep them flowing as much as I can, because realistically it makes no sense not to. It should always be trying to sell things, and no matter what, like, there should always be something moving, always flowing, and you never know what could sell for what. And be real patient. I've been real patient with these rubies. They're too cheap. I've sold, like, that Kyrie that I sold earlier was 25K. If I would have sold it what people were saying at first, he would have sold for nothing, because they had him at like 12, 15 at some point. And that goes for all these cards. I wait till they're higher, and then I sell them then. There's no reason to sell them cheaper. Some of these gems in the games don't go for anything, but as long as you're patient, as long as you have stuff flowing, as long as you have things moving, you're going to be all right, no matter what it is. So always be patient. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. If it was, and you made it this far, you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys soon. It's been your boy Mos. Y'all know the drill, and Ballin out.